Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Is not wearing headphones.
He didn't still wear it.
Good evening, students.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I will
Good
start
evening,
the
sir.
class. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
In the last
Yes,
class,
sir.
in the end, we started a concept called locus of a point. Locus of a point. What is locus of a point? Locus of a point means the path traced by a point. It will be a curve. It will be some graph. It will be some geometrical figure. Locus of a point is a curve, is a graph, is a geometrical figure. But what happens, student? Locus of a point is the path traced by a point, and the point is moving according to some geometrical rule. So whenever
Sir,
point moves according to some geometrical rule, it will definitely satisfy some algebraic relation. Tell me what you're saying.
sir. So till last class, the whole till the end, you are doing only inclination and related problems only, sir.
You are not clearly audible. Can you please tell me again?
Hello, sir.
Ha,
Hello,
now you're audible. Tell.
sir. So till the end of the class, last you only took inclination concept completely,
Now, in the
and you just started locus
we
with
did some
definition.
sums. We did some sums based on slope, inclination, and section formula. Then in the end, we started a concept called locus of a point. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what. There were questions. That's why I asked.
so what happened now? What happened now? Locus of a point. So, but that was theory only. The thing is how to find locus of a point. Even this locus of a point, whether your teacher has done or not done, it is given in NCRT also. Question based on this is given. So we will do few sums based on locus of a point. What is the procedure? Very simple procedure. Locus of a point means some curve. Curve means some set of point. So we will assume some arbitrary point on the locus. Let P, H, comma, K be any arbitrary point. Then those point will satisfy some geometrical condition. Though that geometrical condition we will write in mathematical form. If there is some parameter, we'll remove that parameter. If it is not there, well and good. Then at the end, replace h by x and k by y. But you will understand when you do the sum. Before starting to do the sum, I will teach you one more concept. Student, you know that how to write down how to prove that 3 points, how to prove that 3 points A, x1 comma y1, B, x2 comma y2, and C, x3 comma y3. How to prove that 3 points A, x1 comma y1, B, x2 comma y2, and C, x3 comma y3 are collinear. This already I have done, just a note I will give. Tell me different methods to prove 3 points, 3 given points to be collinear. This is point A, x1 comma y1. This is point B, x2 comma y2. This is point C, x3 comma y3. Tell me, they are collinear only, student, but we have to prove. When they are saying, asking us to prove they are collinear means they are collinear only. Tell me.
So you have to prove the area of the triangle is 0.
Very good. And one method you learned in 10th only. What you do?
AB plus BC is equal to
Find by
AC.
distance formula the length of AB and length of BC. If you add the length of AB and length of BC, that has to be equal to AC. This will only happen when the points are collinear. Otherwise, triangle inequality in a student. If it is not collinear, then what happens, student? It will become a triangle. Triangle means they are not collinear. You know now, in triangle what happens? Sum of two side is more than third side. So
Yes, sir.
collinear means then only it is possible. And second method your friend is telling me. What is second method? You can use this method, or area of triangle ABC is equal to how much? 0. You find the area, student, and that will come 0. If area comes 0 means there is no triangle, it is a straight line. So that's why you can say the points are collinear. Anybody knows any third method which I taught last class? Third method?
Using inclination, any method is there, sir?
So we can
Yes,
say
sir. Slope of all
slope of all.
the different combinations of lines is
Slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. Student, if you find slope of AB and find slope of BC, if both the slopes are equal, then also you can say points are
Collinear.
does it does slope are equal only in the case of collinear, or we can say it can be parallel also? How we are shown it is
Parallel and
collinear?
collinear, sir.
No, but how we can say it is collinear only then?
Find AC slope also.
AC also.
Tell again.
Find AC slope.
Now by this, why we can, I will tell you, by this 100% I can say the slopes are, the lines are collinear, not parallel. Why I can say so?
So, because they have a common point.
Very good, excellent. See, slopes are equal means lines can be parallel, that is okay. But one point is common, a student B and B, then how it can be parallel? Or not understanding. Suppose I say, this is line segment AB and this is line segment CD. And it is given that both the line segment or lines are parallel.
A midpoint theorem.
Yeah, I am not understanding, but it's okay.
So can we use midpoint theorem for that? Like third method.
I will tell you, just listen. So if somebody is saying that these two line segment or lines are parallel, if lines are parallel, how will be their slope?
Equal to.
Equal. But are these points collinear? A, B, C, D?
No, sir.
But student, here see, AB and CD, no point is common, boy. AB is somewhere else, CD is somewhere else. But when I'm saying slope of AB, B, slope of BC, when B is occurring in both the places, can AB and this BC can be separate, or it should be in straight line only?
Straight line.
I think you're not understanding what I'm saying. See, student, this is one option. In this case also the slopes will be equal, but what I will say, slope of AB is equal to slope of CD, and I will say the lines are not collinear, the points are not collinear, in fact the lines are parallel. But here AB I'm writing AB and BC, where is BC? Above or below? Where is BC, student? Above AB or below AB?
Along AB.
Along AB, there is no other option. B is there now, student. So B has to be here. And in this case, if I'm saying the slopes are equal means what? Can it be parallel?
No.
It has to be collinear. That's why if you say, this is also one method which you have to use in first exercise. You find slope of AB and slope of BC and you can say 100% sure the line points are collinear. They cannot be parallel because one point is common. Am I clear? Shall I proceed? Keshav?
Yes, sir. Proceed.
So copy down these all methods.
Yes, sir.
Anybody
Though I
knows?
didn't attend the classes, but I'm able to understand.
Student, now I didn't bought NCERT textbook, but we are in a position to do first exercise. If anybody has doubt in first exercise, little later you can ask me, or next class you can ask me. First exercise we can do by this much knowledge, what I taught. And in the NCERT also very beautiful questions are given. It is not like some easy questions. I mean, good questions are given. We will do few sums on slope. Write down easy sums.
Sir, NCRT.
No, you can ask NCERT questions for me. First exercise. I'm not doing NCERT question right now, but you can ask. And you are in position to do first exercise. As far as all the theories I have covered for first exercise. If you have doubt, you can ask me. Write down this question. this question based on locus. Question is the sum of the squares of the distances of a moving point from two fixed points a comma 0 and minus a comma 0 is equal to a constant quantity two c square. Find Bhushan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today you're quiet, that's why. Find the equation of its locus. In locus, the points will satisfy certain condition. So now condition they have given. Thus, okay, we write down the sum of the squares, whose sum squares of the distance of a moving point from two fixed point a comma 0 and minus a comma 0 is equal to a constant quantity 2c square. Find the equation of its locus. Student, in the plane of the board, a point start moving. The point should move in such a way that the sum of the square, whose square of the distance from the first point and the second point should be always equal to 2c square. Then if that is the case, then what curve, what graph it will trace? That is the question. Means I'll tell
Sir?
again.
Sir, is it x square plus y square is equal to c square?
Answer is x square plus y square is equal to c square minus a square. I will I will explain the question. There is a point which is moving in such a way that the sum of the square of that point distance from a comma 0 and minus a comma 0 is always 2c square. Then which curve it will trace? That is the question. So, Ananya,
Yes, sir.
tell me the first step, how to find locus.
We have to assume any.
Let
Don't-
p h
Sir,
comma
AB square plus BC square is
let
equal to AC
p
square.
h comma k be an random point, arbitrary point on the locus. On the locus there are so many points. From that we choose one point. Now second step is write the geometrical condition mathematically. So what is geometrical condition? Let a is first point, a comma 0. B is second point, minus a comma 0. Now what is given? Distance of the sum of the squares means PA square plus PB square is equal to what? Is always a constant quantity 2c square. This is given, student. Sum of the squares, whose squares? The distance of the moving point from a comma 0 and minus a comma 0 is always 2c square. We have framed the geometrical condition in mathematical form. Anybody has doubt in this? PA square plus PB square is 2c square. Any doubt, or shall I proceed? Sir,
Could you explain again?
Excuse me, sir.
tell me.
So is this what you have started with after the 3 ways to prove collinear?
So
Okay, sir.
I told I will do some sums on locus. This is the first sum on locus.
Okay, sir.
So what is the question? The sum of the square of the distances of a moving point from two fixed points a comma 0 and minus a comma 0. These two are fixed point and there is a moving point. The sum of square of the distance is always equal to 2c square. Find the equation of the locus. So yesterday only I told you how to proceed, how to find equation of locus. First assume a random point on the locus. Let P, H, comma, K be an arbitrary point on the locus. Now, according to the sum, what is given? Distance of that point with moving point from A, that distance square, plus distance of the moving point from B, that distance square. Sum of the square is how much? Is always equal to 2c square. Ananya, what doubt you have, student?
So shouldn't it be PA whole square and PB whole square?
P whole square only, na student. A square, PA square means whole square only. PA square, obviously B cannot be square na. PB square means PB whole square only, student. PB is one quantity. So you can put a bracket. When I say AB square means it is understood that it is AB whole square. Well, how B alphabet can be square? Okay. Any other doubt? Shall I proceed or not? No? Say something.
So you may proceed.
Yes, sir, you can continue.
Now tell me the value of PA. Tell me the value of PA. PA how much? A, what is the distance of PA length?
H minus A whole square.
Distance formula. H minus A whole square.
But we
Plus-
can ignore the root, right? Because it's whole square anyways.
We can ignore. K minus 0 whole square and then whole square. And we can directly ignore, no problem. PB square, PB tell me. H plus
H
A
plus A.
plus K minus 0 whole square root and then square. And 2c square is 2c square. Just simple distance formula I used. As one of the student is telling square root cancel. So A minus B whole square help me. What is that A minus B whole square? A square, B square, 2AB, K minus 0 square, K square. Again here square root cancel. A plus B whole square, A square, B square, 2AB, K square, 2C square. Some terms will get cancelled. Same terms I can add H plus H, 2H square, K plus K, 2K square, A plus A, 2A square, 2C square. All of you are good in maths. 2 will get cancelled everywhere. We can take common and cancel. So cancel then. How much? H square.
So this is the final equation.
H square plus K square. A square is equal to C square. H square plus K square. C square minus. Finally, what we should do at the end? Replace H by
X.
So what is the answer? Replace H by X. X square plus Y square is equal to C square minus A square. This is the equation of that curve, graph. The point will move, then it will form a curve.
Here
Its
we are just
equation is this.
taking, sir,
Tell
H
me.
and K as any point equal to X and Y.
Tell again.
Hello, sir. So here
tell.
P coordinates H and K represent X and Y indirectly.
I'll teach little bit more. Copy down. This is the equation of the curve, locus. Priyanka,
Yes, sir.
what doubt you have?
I got it. I understood.
See, actually what they want, miss, this is beginning now, so that's why you're getting confused, most of you. See, they are saying that there are 2 points. Suppose A comma 0 minus A comma 0. Where is A? No need of drawing this diagram. A comma 0 will be here. And at same distance, negative X minus A comma 0. Now there is a moving point. Suppose this is the moving point. This point should move such that, suppose this is A and this is B, such that PA square plus PB square is equal to 2C square. 2C square means some constant. Suppose it is, I say it is 10. Now this distance square plus this distance square should be always 10. Will it happen? Will this distance equal to suppose 10 at one place or many places? There will be many places, na student. No? See, if the point P, it is quite possible, I don't know the exact diagram, actually it is circle, this is circle actually. If suppose point goes here, then also it is quite possible that PA square plus PB square is again 10. It is quite possible. There are so many points, it is quite possible. Then you join those points. Then you will get a curve. That curve equation is this one. Actually, that is the meaning. On that curve, there are so many points. Out of that so many points, we choose a random point PH comma K. Ask something, then I can help you. Ask something if you have doubt. This condition will be satisfied by so many points, not a one point. Those all points you join by free hand, you will get a curve. That curve equation they are asking. Are you there, people? You are not giving any response.
Sir, I'm there, sir.
So are you understanding or not? No.
Sir, I understood.
Okay. Shall I erase now? Any doubt you can ask me again, no problem. Now what they are saying, next question. A rod of length L slides with its end on two perpendicular lines. Find the locus of its midpoint. Find the locus of its midpoint. Perpendicular lines means suppose we took the coordinate axis and there is a rod. This rod length is L. That much only we know. Then this type of sums you do in physics. What happened? This rod start. What happened to rod? Rod starts
Oscillating.
sliding. But what happened when it slides? Its end point
Displaces.
Hey, wait, displaces. Its end point will be always on the perpendicular line. Means after some time, this rod will be in this position. Then the rod will be in this position, somehow like this way. Correct, na? But correct, na? Like it is fixed lines. So when the rod will slide downwards, it will move on the base. It will move up that way. Okay. Suppose you're not understanding. See here. In physics, you people are champion now. See here. This is the perpendicular lines. And this is the rod. Now rod has to slide. Slide means the upper end will come down and the lower end will move along the base. So after some time what happened? The upper end will come here and the lower end will go here. Okay. After, again it will keep on sliding. So it will come here and this lower end will go here. Now what will happen, student? This process will continue. Now what happened? Student, each time, in each situation, the midpoint of the rod will be at same place or different place.
Different places.
So midpoint here is suppose here, suppose this time here, suppose this time here. Then you join all the midpoint. In every instant you join the midpoint. What you will get? You will get a, what you will get? You will get a
Circle.
Curve.
circle. That is okay. We don't know. You will get a curve, some graph you will get. And that graph they are asking, find the locus of its midpoint. Join the midpoint, you will get a curve, and that curve they are asking. Have you understood the question? See, understanding a question is different and doing is different. So they are saying that when this rod slides, its midpoint will keep on changing. Join all the midpoints, all the position of midpoints, you will get a curve. That curve equation they want. Tell me, Bhushan. Bhushan?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
So then, if midpoint is the same and hypotenuse always will be the same, no, sir?
You are saying that how to do the sum. Do the sum.
Yes, sir. So we can use trigonometric ratios.
That is different. Doing the sum is different. I'm saying, have you understood the question what they want?
Yes,
At
sir. I
different
understood the question.
position, the midpoint will change. Then join all the midpoints, you will get a curve. That curve equation they want. This is the question. Now let us do the sum. So Ananya will again help me. Ananya, what is the method to find the locus?
Sir,
What is the method to find the locus?
first we have to take an arbitrary point. P.
Arbitrary point. Suppose we took an instant, any instant, the rod is sliding, any one instant we take, and we take the midpoint. Let P h comma k be any arbitrary point on the locus. Arbitrary point on the locus. This is one of the instant. This is the midpoint. P h comma k. At one instant, this is the midpoint. Ananya, what is the second step? That is the difficult step actually. Cannot hear.
So can you hear me now?
I can hear.
Yeah. We have to
Write the geometrical condition satisfied by the points in mathematically. But that is difficult task. How to do?
Sir, I think
there is so much disturbance. Why? Okay. Now see here, how to do this sum. Listen here. Let AB be the rod. AB be the rod. Now, OB is equal to how much, student? OB is equal to how much?
X.
OB is equal to how much? X. Very good. So we will avoid X, but we can take X. Suppose OA. Length OA is equal to A. Length OB is equal to B. Suppose we don't know now. So this length is A, this length is B. So what is the coordinate of A? Please tell me. What is the coordinate of B? Length OA is A. So what is the coordinate of A? Capital A.
H comma 0.
What
A
is the
comma 0.
A comma 0. This length is A, student. So coordinate will be A comma 0. What is the coordinate of B?
0.
0 comma.
Now, student, what does this small a and small b represent?
Distance from origin.
Correct. But in our, I told you now, if there are some parameter, eliminate the parameter. This is only parameter which we have written. This we have to eliminate now. So what I will do, I'll eliminate. How I will eliminate, I'll tell you. And AB, length of AB, how much, student? Length of AB?
Under root of A square plus B square.
Length of AB they gave, rod of length
Oh,
L.
okay, yes, sir. L.
Rod of length L. So now, student, tell me midpoint formula. Tell me midpoint formula. P is the midpoint now. Is P midpoint or not midpoint?
A plus B by 2.
Is P midpoint or not midpoint?
yes, sir.
It is
So it's
by
A by 2, B by 2.
Midpoint formula. For some people may be difficult. Midpoint formula, H value how much? H value?
Sir, A by 2.
A plus 0 by 2. K value, student?
P plus 0 by 2.
B plus 0 by 2. So this means A is equal to, A how much, student? 2H. B how much, student? B how much, student?
2K.
2K. Which triangle is this? Which
Right triangle.
Right angle triangle. Which famous formula we can use?
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. By this all we have to know. They will not tell in the question what you use. You use whatever you want. By Pythagoras theorem. Tell me Pythagoras theorem what? Pythagoras theorem, tell me.
AB square is equal to
AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. Do you know the length of AB student? Do you know the length of AB?
L.
Is L a parameter? Is L a parameter? L is not parameter. They only gave us. Parameter means something variable. Now tell me, what is OA? OA how much? OA how much?
A square.
A square, but I will not write A now, student. 2H.
4h square.
2H, very good. 2H square. OB how much? 2K. Because I don't want to work in small a and small b, that is the variable which I introduce. I don't want, I want to eliminate parameter. So it is a square plus b square, but a value I know. What is the last step now, student? Last step, tell me. What is the last step? Nobody knows. Replace h by
X.
this is the answer, student. This is the locus. Okay, somebody wants to enter. Okay, so Prasad. This is the answer. Full doubt?
No, sir.
Have you understood or not? Mona Lisa, have you understood, student?
Yes, understood, sir.
Easy only. Who need help in this sum? Shall I do this again? Bhargav, no. Okay. Anybody has doubt, you can ask me. Bhushan, shall I do this sum again?
No need, sir.
Okay. Suppose last sum on locus and one sum I will give homework. Last sum on locus and one sum I will give homework. Two sums will do. Write down. AB is a variable line sliding, even this is sliding between the coordinate axis in such a way that capital A lies on the x-axis and capital B lies on the y-axis if P is a variable point on AB such that PA is equal to B, PB is equal to A, and AB is equal to A plus B. Find the equation of the locus of P. Answer. This sum is quite similar to the previous sum. AB is a variable line sliding between the coordinate axis. Here coordinate axis they are given. AB is a variable line sliding between the coordinate axis such that point A always lies on the x-axis and point B always lies on the y-axis. It slides in such a way that point A always lies on the x-axis, point B always lies on the x-axis. If P is a variable point on AB such that PA is equal to P is here, such that PA length is B, PA length is B, PB length is A, and AB length is A plus B, find the equation of locus of P. Again, same situation. This line or this rod will slide in such a way that when this rod will slide, obviously what will happen, the point P position will change. But always we should consider that P such that PA should be B and PB should be A. There are different position of point P. Join all that points P. You will get a curve. That curve equation they want. How to do? Shall I explain the question again?
So again here P is the midpoint.
P is not midpoint. P is a point in such a way that PA length is B and PB length is A. In the previous question, it was midpoint. Now it is not midpoint. They have changed the condition.
Sir, PA plus PB equal to AB.
PA plus PB is equal to AB. How to do?
Is possible.
Okay, shall I start doing the sum? Shall I start doing the sum or you are writing the question?
So start doing, sir.
So here they are saying now P only we should take. We find the locus of P. Means P is only the arbitrary point. So let P coordinate is h comma k. Assume a point, arbitrary point on the locus, but they told assume the point, arbitrary point as P, h comma k. Tell me, student.
Sir, nothing.
P h comma k be on a arbitrary point, arbitrary point on the locus. See, doing the sum will change from question to question. Let angle BAO, OAB. Let angle OAB how much, student? OAB. How much is angle OAB? Don't know. So let us theta. This angle is theta. Okay, then what to do? Theta means.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So by distance formula, can we write A and B in terms of H and Q or something, sir? I mean,
we can write, but are we getting the answer? That is the problem. They have not given the total length of AB. If they have given AB is L, that time we can equate now. But here L is not there. So you can try that way, but I think you will not succeed. So what we'll do? PM perpendicular on OA, PN perpendicular on OB. From here, we'll draw PM. I think all of you can see the board. PM. From here, we will draw PN. Now tell me with your knowledge, how much is this angle?
Theta.
Theta. Okay, theta only. So now apply sine theta. Sine theta, anything else is not given. Something else also should they give now. Okay, no problem. Apply sine theta and cos theta. Something like that way we have to do, but I'm not getting. Is it so difficult? No, easy only. This is A now. A is this one, B is this one.
Isn't the ratio of, like, we can do section formula, right?
Distance formula.
No, sir, section formula.
Section ratio with section formula equal to, but we don't know OA in a student.
Yes, sir.
Actually, this is an easy question. Apply sine theta here, but what
Sir,
will get?
O is nothing origin, no, sir.
Sine theta, how much? PM by OB. And here cos theta means something is missing somewhere, right? Something in the question, nothing is there in the question. Okay, understood, student. Very good. Sorry. P is how much, student? P h comma k na?
Yes, sir. P
h comma k. So what is the value of? Please tell me the value of OM. OM how much, student? OM no, not OM.
Cos theta.
Wait, not OM. You tell me the value of PM. PM how much? PM is how much?
P sin theta.
PM is how much? P coordinate is h comma k. So what is PM? P
Sir,
coordinate
H.
is h comma k. What is PM?
Sir, K.
All of you know it is k only.
K.
And what is NP? NP, tell me. Please tell me NP.
Sir, H.
H. See here, coordinate the point P coordinate is h comma k. This means PM value is k and NP is h. That's the reason it is h comma k. Now what we'll do in triangle PMA apply sine theta. In triangle PMA sine theta how much, student? Apply. In triangle PMA, the down triangle, what is sine theta? Nobody knows.
K by
B.
PM by
K by B.
PM by PA. PM how much, student? K by A. Correct. Now in the upper triangle apply cos theta. Upper triangle apply cos theta. In triangle B and P, cos theta how much, student? In upper triangle cos theta. Nobody know cos theta. NP by BP is equal to NP how much, student? H by
B.
NP by H by A. Here we wrote wrong. PA is what? B, na? Is PA not B?
Yes, sir.
So now this is correct.
Sir, so now cos square theta plus sin square.
Now what happened? Very good. Now we have to eliminate theta. Theta is a parameter. So now what we'll do? This is second equation. This is first equation. This is first equation. So squaring and adding first and second. Square and add first and second. First and second, square and add. So what it becomes? Sine square theta plus cos square theta. This is left hand side. Right hand side, k square b square plus h square a square. But we know the famous formula, sine square theta plus cos square theta 1. And replace k by y and h by x. This is the curve. Later you will study, this is the curve. This is the equation of ellipse. In this case, we'll get an ellipse. Oval shape. You know Kepler's law? Do you know Kepler's law in physics?
Yes, sir.
Areas.
Kepler's law. All the
Something.
planets revolve around the sun in elliptical
The sun.
orbit with sun at one of the focus. That only ellipse will get here. I think I should teach again this sum. Na? I feel it is easy sum only. Priyanka, student, what doubt you have?
I understood, sir.
Easy. I will give one some homework, then we'll start a new topic. Write one homework sum. Find the locus of the point t square minus t plus 1, comma, t square plus t plus 1. T belong real number. Find the locus of this point. Means if you give different value of t, different points will come. Join all those points, you will get a curve. That curve equation they want. That is the meaning of the question. Find the locus of this point. How many points are there here? How many points?
So 2.
2 points or 1 point?
1 point, sir.
Hey, 1 point. This is x coordinate. This is y coordinate of that point.
Yes, sir, 1 point.
1 point. This is abscissa. This is ordinate. 1 point only. And if you change the value of t, you will get new points. And join all the points, you will get a curve. That curve equation they want. Shall I do this sum or shall I give homework?
Sir, you can do it, sir.
You will do? Okay.
So I have.
Sir, you can do it, I told, sir.
Tell me, girl student is asking something, I think. Tell me.
So this locus is similar to intercept concept.
No, locus means curve, student. Curve.
Okay.
Curve is called locus. See, yesterday only I taught you, na? So, do you want me to teach something more about locus?
Sir, give the weight. Give a clue, sir.
Of what? This sum? No,
So
let
could
me.
you do it?
Of this particular
So
question, sir.
let P H comma K be any arbitrary point on the locus. This is the first step.
Sir, will we take them both?
Let P H comma K be any arbitrary
equal to-
point on the locus. So there are so many points. Among those so many points, one point is H comma K. This means H comma K is equal to what, student?
So this
T square minus T plus 1 comma T square plus T plus 1. Correct na? When you give different value of
Sir,
T, you will get
that's what I
different
told.
point. At some point you will get H comma K also. See, this is a point on the locus. H comma K is also point on the locus. So both are, what are both? H comma K is equal to T square minus T plus 1, T square plus T plus 1. What is the conclusion then?
H
H is equal to
H is equal to T square minus T plus 1. K is equal to T square plus T plus 1. What is T called as?
a real number.
T is a parameter. So we have to remove that because parameter is a type of variable. So we have to change that. How to remove, how to eliminate T?
Sir, elimination method.
Shall we subtract both? Subtracting both. Shall we subtract or not? Subtract the above equation. The above equation. Subtract means what you will get, students? Subtract this orally. Can you subtract or not?
So
People,
it's still
40 plus.
Yes,
subtract
sir,
how much you'll get.
Sir, you'll have
Second minus first you do. K minus H is equal to. Hey, subtract what I should do. I should subtract and tell you.
T.
2T.
Yes, sir.
Shall I subtract and show you?
No, sir. We got it.
K minus H I do. So T square plus T plus 1 minus this minus T square plus T minus 1. Cancel, 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 cancel. K minus H is equal to T plus T 2T. T is equal to what? K minus H by 2. What is our aim? To remove? What is our aim? To remove?
T, to remove T.
So what to do with T? How it will remove?
Sir, we can substitute in
Substitute the value in first equation or second equation. Therefore, H is equal to, substitute here, K minus H whole square by 2 minus K minus H by 2 plus 1. What is the last step, student? Replace H by
X.
X.
Sir, we
X.
can simplify, right?
Y minus.
Yes,
This is the
sir.
answer. You can open the bracket and simplify yourself. I
Isn't
will not
it
do.
H
Tell
to
me.
the whole square by 4?
Tell me.
Sir, isn't the K minus H to the whole square by 4?
Here 4 will come. So you can simplify yourself and write the final answer. I hope. Shall I teach this again, student? Priyanka, shall I teach this again?
I
Then
understood.
previously you can.
Sir, wouldn't it the second term be like X minus Y?
Ulta pulta I'm doing now. That only in a student. Here minus will come.
Okay.
Minus is there now. That is simple. You can do yourself now. Minus will come. K by Y. Then you can simplify. Shall I simplify and do? Complete it. Do it yourself. That is the thing. Tell me, Keshav, what you want?
Sir, you can do it again, sir.
Again means what? Simple sum only now.
I said can, sir. I said can. I didn't say that you should.
We can go to next topic now. Now I was telling you, student, that you can try the first exercise. First exercise, everything is over. Apart from some extra is over. Locus is not there in first exercise. Locus
Sir, I
is
have
there
a
in
doubt.
miscellaneous. Tell me.
Sir, why don't we just write X comma Y? Sir, instead of taking.
We can write. This is the procedure given in the book, but if you write in the beginning only x comma y, doesn't matter. You can write, but don't get confused. That is the thing. You're saying in the place of h comma k, in the beginning only write x comma y. That only you're saying now. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, no problem. See, we are in 11th standard. We should get the correct answer by a correct method. You write h comma k or you write something else. In the place of this l comma m, write. Name doesn't matter now. You write any name. Shall we start the next concept? Second exercise will start now. You can definitely ask me doubts from first exercise. Now also you can ask me. I don't have book, but then you have to read the question. But we will do some sums now. Okay. Anybody want to ask me doubts from textbook? Bhargav, you want to ask me, student? Ananya? From
Yes.
First exercise, tell me what doubt you have.
Yes, so I'll check and tell you.
Check and tell. Okay, we'll start now. Write down. Doubt means you can stop me.
Could you do the ninth sum?
Of textbook.
Yes, sir.
Is it graph sum?
No, sir. It's
Is
not
it graph sum?
No.
Read out the sum.
Without using distance formula, show that the
Question.
points.
Without using, all of you write down. First exercise. Everybody has to complete by tomorrow. Sums. 10 sums, not 10 minutes will take. Without using
Distance formula.
Without using distance formula.
Show that the points.
Distance formula. What is your name, student?
Resha.
Very good. Without using distance formula, prove that
The points.
the points
-2, -1.
-2, -1,
Comma 4, 0.
4, 0,
3, -3.
3, -3,
And -3, 2.
and
-3, 2.
-2
Other vertices of a parallelogram.
are. Student, what you do, once you check the points, suppose I wrote the question wrong, means nothing we can do. Check once again. Are vertices of
Sir, it's 3,
parallelogram.
3.
That's why I told now. Check once again.
You can prove the lines are parallel by using slope, right?
Are you saying the answer? Parallel.
Yeah.
P-A-R-R. What is spelling parallelogram? P-A-R-R. Okay, now. So you are telling, you asked the question, you are giving the answer also.
So that's not me.
Okay, some other. Tell me, other student. What is the answer?
So we can find the slope, right? And
Very good. Now I think Risha has asked the doubt. Risha, have you asked the doubt to me?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Tell me, what is parallelogram?
It's a quadrilateral with the opposite lines are parallel.
Opposite sides, na?
Sorry, sides are parallel.
That much only. No, nothing more. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel. If opposite sides are parallel in a quadrilateral, 100% sure it is a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel. So now, without using distance formula, prove that this is the vertices of a parallelogram. So these are the vertices of parallelogram. Just we need to prove. Tell me. I cannot hear, student. What happened to your audio? These are 4 points, student. Cannot hear, not audible. So now these are 4 points. You have to prove they are vertices of a parallelogram. So now tell me, which are the opposite sides, student? Opposite side, which one? Shall I draw? Then you will say.
AB and CD.
Keshav, we can't hear you, bro.
Keshav, nothing is audible. A, B, C. So suppose you can draw a rough diagram also. So now how you will prove the opposite sides are parallel, student? Because parallelogram is quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. So how you will prove opposite sides are parallel?
Sir, diagonals bisect each other.
Hey, opposite sides, how you will prove it they are parallel?
Finding
The same slope.
Actually, I taught last class I taught you now. If lines are parallel, they will have equal slope. If lines have equal slope, they are parallel, converse. Bhushan,
Hello,
am I
sir.
wrong?
Hello.
Tell me, Keshav. Keshav, tell me.
Sir, I told the same thing.
Okay, not audible, student. What
Slopes
I
should
can
be
do?
equal if they are parallel.
Not audible. So we have to prove the sides are parallel, opposite sides. So prove that the slopes are equal. Bhushan, am I right, Bhushan?
Yes, sir, that's also correct. There is another method also, sir.
What is another method?
Sir, diagonals bisect each other, so we can use midpoint formula and find the midpoint.
So do you think diagonal bisect only in parallelogram, not in trapezium?
Sir, it happens in isosceles trapezium.
Then how you can say it is parallelogram then? So parallelogram is just proof opposite sides are parallel. Can you people see the board?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now tell me slope of AB. Slope of AB, tell me one of you. What is the formula? Y2 minus I1. Tell fast.
0 plus 1.
Slope of,
5.
everybody has to understand, slope of AB. 0 minus 1. Directly also we can do. 4 minus 2 is equal to 1 by 6. This is slope of AB. What is slope of DC, student? Slope of DC or CD, same. You can find slope of DC or slope of CD, same only. Tell me CD or DC slope. Anything you can take x1, y1, anything you can take x2, y2. Please tell me fast. I don't have
2
time.
minus 3 by minus 3.
Minus 3. Minus 3, na? So what you will get? Minus 1 by minus 6 is equal to 1 by 6. You can see slope of AB and slope of DC are same. Now tell me slope of AD. AD or DA, anything, all will work. Slope of AD, tell me please. AD. Nobody
Minus 3 plus 2.
2.
Sorry, sir.
2 minus
1.
Minus 1. Minus 3 minus 2. AD, student, AD. Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. What you will get, student?
Minus 3.
2 by, very bad. 3 by, how much you will get?
3 by minus 1.
Minus 3 you will get. Slope of BC. Slope of BC, how much, student? BC. Tell me slope of BC.
3 minus 0 by 3 minus 4.
BC, how much? BC. 3 minus 0 by 3 minus 4. So how much? 3 by minus 1. So minus 3. Now you can say now. So slope of AB is equal to slope of CD is equal to 1 by 6. Slope of, write down fast. Slope of AD is equal to slope of BC is equal to minus 3. In quadrilateral, ABCD, opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Keshav, are you there or not? Keshav is not there.
Sir, I'm there only, sir.
What is the doubt, student? Keshav?
I told the same concept. I told the
Good.
same.
What is the doubt? No doubt.
I don't have a doubt.
Risha,
sir.
you tell what is your
No
doubt,
doubt, sir.
student?
Sir, how do we know it's not a square or a rectangle?
Okay, that is very simple doubt. Student, square, rectangle, rhombus, everybody is Everybody is what?
Parallelogram.
All are parallelogram. There are different types of parallelogram. All are parallelogram. Square is a parallelogram.
Parallel sides may be equal.
Only parallel sides. Square is also a parallelogram. Rhombus is also a parallelogram. Rectangle is also a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a parallelogram. So if it is square also, then also it is called parallelogram. Square is a special type of parallelogram. Am I clear? Shall I explain more?
Yes, sir.
A square means is
Clear.
parallelogram only, student.
Excuse me, sir.
Every square is a parallelogram. Every parallelogram is not a square. Tell me. Hello?
Sir, if they hadn't given that we can't use distance formula, can we use that diagonals bisect each other?
So that only I was telling to this boy who's now. What is your name, boy? Bhushan. Student, diagonal bisect each other in parallelogram, but I think it also bisect in isosceles trapezium. Na? Diagonal bisect each other in isosceles trapezium.
So isn't it that the diagonals bisect the angles in isosceles trapezium?
Isosceles diagonal don't bisect in isosceles trapezium. What is isosceles trapezium, student? What is isosceles trapezium?
Non-parallel sides are equal.
Non-parallel sides are equal. This is isosceles trapezium. Now tell me, when these two sides AB, I think your name is Mona Lisa. So these two sides are equal. When you think these two sides are equal, do you not agree that the length of the diagonal will be same only? Because this bending is same, na student.
Yes,
Mona
sir,
Lisa.
Yes, sir.
But diagonal not bisecting, na student.
Yes, sir. Diagonals don't bisect, so can we use that
They're not
property too?
bisecting, na? No, correct only.
Yes, sir, they aren't bisecting.
No, have I drawn wrong diagram or diagonal don't bisect?
Diagonals don't bisect, I guess. Sir.
No, but I think when these two sides are equal, diagonal. Oh, so you're correct only. Diagonal
No,
don't
sir,
bisect.
the property for only parallelograms.
So it is correct only then. Sorry, Bhushan, I'm sorry. So you're telling correct. So we can even prove in other way also that diagonal, since diagonal bisect each other, I thought this is a exception case, but that is not happening. So we'll do by that method also. So Risha, are you there? Shall I raise the?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can do by that method also. In parallelogram only, student, the diagonal will bisect. So there is no other coordinate in which diagonal will bisect. Parallelogram only diagonal will bisect. So you can say this way also. I have erased the second method I done. Second method. Tell the coordinates again, one of you. Bhushan, tell the coordinates. A coordinate how much? Bhushan. Bhushan not there. Risha, you only tell coordinates of A.
Sir, A is -3, -1.
-3, -1. B how much?
4, 0.
4, 0.
3, 3, -3, -2.
So this way also we can do. So midpoint of, okay, so you can do in the exam, you can draw, see this is a parallelogram only, just we have to prove. So you can draw this diagram, A, B, C, D. Then you can say, very good. You can say, okay, midpoint of, second method, midpoint of diagonal BD. What is the midpoint of diagonal BD? Midpoint formula. Do you know midpoint formula, student? 4, no or not no?
We know.
Risha?
Yes, sir, we know.
Tell me then.
4
-3 by 2, comma 0 plus 2 by 2. Formula is, I think you know, na? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So what you got answer, student? How much you got answer? 1 by 2, comma 1. Midpoint of diagonal, which diagonal?
AC.
AC. That also tell me. AC. Tell the formula.
-3
plus 3. Where we are getting same answer? -3 by 3 by 2. -1 plus 3 by 2.
Sir, but we'll get different coordinates.
Answer different we are getting. 0, 1. Here we are
Excuse me,
getting, have we taken jumble way? Did we not take
I guess
order?
you had took the wrong coordinate for A. Like,
Did we not take in order?
You should take an order, sir.
Sir,
Where is the
whatever
order, sir?
coordinates you had given previously, I just told the same thing.
Sir, it's -2, -1.
-2.
-2.
So for the A coordinate.
-3, -2.
It's minus to the A coordinate. A coordinate. Yeah. -2, -1.
That's why. So here changes will be there, na? Where? Here. So what I get? -2 plus 3. And then I think answer will come same. Check once again. Again, we are not getting the answer. We are getting. So what will get? 1 by 2, comma 1. So you can say then, same answer we are getting. So you can say, since midpoint of the diagonals coincide, therefore the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Very good method. Okay. Very good method. People, have you understood both the method or some doubt is there here and there?
Understood, sir.
Understood, na? Why people left the meeting, then how they will understand? I don't know. Shall I erase the method? Shall I erase the board? Bhushan, are you not there?
Sir, I'm there.
Okay. So by this method also we can do. Any other sum from first exercise, student? Or you can ask me in next class also. Shall I erase the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we'll go to next exercise. Some theory will do. Tomorrow also, or day after tomorrow also, you can ask me whenever you need. Now, write down different forms of Keshav, different forms of
Yes, sir.
equation of line. This is a very important chapter. All of you study simultaneously along with me. Don't bunk the class. Different forms of equation of line. Different forms of equation of a line. First, write down. Shall I start? Ananya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is the first, how to do? Different forms of equation of line. Equation of a line parallel to x-axis at a distance of a units from it is y is equal to a. Have you seen this equation before? Most of you?
Yes, sir. Constant function.
Yes,
Where you have seen this equation?
Constant function.
Constant function. Yeah. And
Yes,
in equation also I taught you this one.
yes sir, you thought this.
In equation. So equation of a line parallel to x-axis at a
That
distance
proof
of a
important.
unit from it is y is equal to a. Yes, tell me.
Is the proof important for boards?
Proof is important to understand. Now see here.
Just asking, sir. I will
Proof
copy
they
the
will not.
proof.
See here. Simple proof. X dash, y dash. What is the line, student? Line is parallel to x-axis. Line is parallel to x-axis. This is line L. At how much distance from it, student? How much distance from it?
A unit.
A unit. So do you think line L is a locus?
Yes, sir.
What is the geometrical condition about these points which lie on the what is the geometrical condition of the points which lie on the line L? They are at how much distance from x-axis?
A unit.
How to do then? In locus, what we do first? Tell me.
Take a point P.
Very good. Let P, H, comma, K be any arbitrary point. All of you pay attention, more extra attention on this chapter, on the locus. Let p h comma k be any arbitrary point on the locus. This is p h comma k. Anybody knows what is the next step? Construction. Draw PM perpendicular on x-axis. Draw PM perpendicular on x-axis. Over, student. Priyanka, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you completed this much? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir. I have no doubt.
Now, next step, Ananya will help me. Tell me, Ananya. Ananya.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Tell what to do next.
So I don't know. We haven't done the proof in
Sir, parallel lines. Slope.
Very good. Now see here. Now you can do it. I'm telling you. Now tell me, Ananya, what is the length of PM? Do you know or not know? PM is how long?
K.
Very good. But PM is how long?
A.
A also, na?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
PM is K, PM is A. Who has doubt in this? Bhushan? Doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No doubt.
So what I should write then? Hey, what I should do? PM is K, PM is A is what?
K is equal to A.
K is equal to A. What is the last step in locus? Replace K by?
Y.
Over now. This is the answer. Full doubt? Who has doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Easy. At least learn the formula. Write down one note. Equation of x-axis is, what is the equation of x-axis?
Y is equal to 0.
Now student, you should be able to understand why the equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. Because x-axis is parallel to which axis?
Sir, itself.
X-axis is parallel to x-axis. And how much distance?
Sir, 0.
0. So A should be 0. That's the answer. Y is equal to 0. See, any line which is parallel to x-axis at a distance of a unit, its equation is y is equal to a. By that logic, we can say x-axis is parallel to itself. And a distance how much? 0. So answer will be what? Y is equal to 0. Moreover, on the x-axis.
What is the equation?
Moreover, on the y-axis, on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So y is equal to 0. Yes, Keshav, tell me. Keshav.
So equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0.
Equation of y-axis later, but x is equal to 0. Shall I erase everything? Shall I erase? Write down next one. Equation of a line parallel to y-axis, parallel to y-axis at a distance of a unit from it. We are finding the is from it is x is equal to a. Equation of a line which is parallel to y-axis. There's a line which is parallel to y-axis and at a distance of a unit. This is a unit. So what is the equation? How to proceed, student? How to
We need to
proceed?
take a point P.
Let P h comma k be any arbitrary point on the locus. Locus, there are so many points. Take one more point, P, H, comma, K. Next step, construction. What is the construction? Draw. Hey, tell me.
Draw PN
line
perpendicular to
Y-axis. Draw PM perpendicular to Y-axis now. Now tell me, if people are very intelligent, what is the length of PM? What is the length of PM?
H.
PM length is?
H.
Hey, X is not there only now. Where is X?
Or H. H.
H. PM is H because its coordinate is H comma K. But PM is also what?
A.
A also. PM is H, PM is A, therefore H is equal to A. Last step, replace H by X. This is the answer. Over. Everybody has to understand all this. Very important for mains also.
So don't erase everything.
Okay. Next note.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Huh.
Sir, if I say a line parallel to y-axis from distance A.
Now, student, what happened? If this line is on the left hand side now, then it will become minus A.
Yes, sir.
So distance means not absolute value. So if it is left side means we should take, suppose right side it is 2 unit means left side it is -2. So if they have given it as a distance of -2 unit, then you write X is equal to -2, not positive always.
So then we can write mod A, right? We can write mod A.
Is okay, but this is a variable only, A unit. This way only they write, they don't write mod A. Mod A means how they write mod A, student. If they write mod A means that is always positive only now. If they say
plus or minus A.
now you say X is equal to mod A, they will say A is -2. A is -2, then what is your answer?
Now I understood. So it should be plus or minus A, right?
Plus or minus A, but A only. A can be positive or negative. That way you can understand. Not plus minus A, it is A. Now A value can be positive or it can be
negative also.
Shall I
It can
write
be
plus?
any real number.
So it is any real number. If it is on left side, then it will. Shall I write plus minus A? That is wrong, student. Only A is correct.
Sir, for that you should see X dash.
Where is the distance? They will give in the question. They will say -5. Well, they say -5. Why you write 5? You write -5 only. Equation of y-axis, one of you tell me.
X is equal to 0.
X is equal to 0. Why student X equal to, because y-axis is parallel to y-axis. And at a distance of how much?
Sir, X is equal to
0
A.
unit.
In the same
0
logic.
unit means X is equal to 0. Because if it is A unit means X is equal to A. Now 0 means X is equal to 0. I think I should not explain more. Shall we go to next one?
Yes, sir.
Now write down. Next equation. Equation of a line. Equation of a line passing through origin. Equation of a line passing through origin and having slope m. And having slope m. What is the equation of a line which is passing through origin and has slope m?
So y is equal to mx.
Is, where did you learn, student?
Last year we learned.
Last year?
Last year I learned.
Very good. Equation of a line passing through origin having slope m is y is equal to mx. How to do this sum? Very simple. Y dash. Any doubt? Stop me and ask. Don't hesitate. x dash. There is a line passing through origin. And what is the slope of the line? Slope of line is m. Proof. Slope of given line is m. So slope is m, is there will be some. If slope is m, is there will be some what?
Inclination.
Inclination. Very good. Let theta be the inclination. What is inclination? How much angle the line is making with positive x-axis. Now, in order to find the equation, what is the first step? Locus. Let p h comma k be any arbitrary point on the locus. Where is p h comma k, student? Here. P h comma k. What is the second step in writing the locus? Write the mathematical condition. Write the mathematical condition. Write the mathematical condition. Write the geometrical condition in mathematical language. Write the geometrical condition in mathematical language. Mathematically. People give some response. Are you there or not?
So we are there.
So write the geometrical condition mathematically. What is geometrical condition then? Slope they gave na m. Slope is how much? Hey, tell slope how much. Slope how much they gave? M. But what is the formula of m?
y2 minus y1
y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is y2 y1. This is x2. That is x2 y2. This is x1 y1. So right answer. What I should write? K minus
0.
K minus 0 by
h minus 0.
So what it becomes? H this
K
side.
by h.
K is equal to mh. Now last step, K replaced by y. This is the answer. Y is equal to mx. Equation of a line which is passing through the origin and having slope m. Y is equal to mx. Over, student? Mona Lisa, is it over?
Yes, sir.
But I think you got disconnected in between.
Yes, sir. But I got it, sir.
Okay. Shall I raise the board, Bhushan?
Yes, sir, you can raise.
Ananya, any doubt, student?
No, sir.
Risha, you have doubt? Whether you have doubt?
So I don't have any doubt.
Very good. So now we'll do some sums based on this. Write down simple sums. Question. Find the equation of the line parallel to x-axis and at a distance first 2 above the x-axis, second 2 below the x-axis. Quickly tell me the answer. First answer.
Y is equal to minus.
Very good. Line is parallel to x-axis and distance is how much? 2 above. Above means positive. Y is equal to 2. There it is 2 below the x-axis. So it will be minus 2. Whenever line is parallel to x-axis, its distance, its equation will be y is equal to something. Ask some doubt. Anybody has doubt? Ask me.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Shall we continue now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next sum. Shall I erase? Write down. Find the equation of a straight line parallel to y-axis and passing through the point 4, minus 2. The line is parallel to y-axis. So its equation will be x is equal to a. Did they give a value or not value? Did they give a value, distance value? Hey, give some answer.
Yes, sir.
So what is the answer then? See,
That
if you
equals minus 2.
minus
So x equals 4.
4. So if you are struggling with, you can draw diagram. So line is parallel to y-axis passing through 4, 2. Where is 4, minus 2? 4 is here, minus 2 here. 4, minus 2. Line is passing through 4, minus 2 parallel to y-axis. So now when the line is parallel to y-axis and passing through 4, minus 2, how far it is from y-axis?
4 units.
4 units. So answer is what? X is equal to 4. Indirectly they gave the length. Since it is passing, tell me. The line is passing through 4, minus 2 means this length is 4. Shall I explain more or have you understood?
Have you understood?
Okay. Next sum. Find the equation of the line which passes through the origin and makes an angle of 45 degree with x-axis. The line is passing through origin and making an angle of 45 degree with the x-axis. So student, what does 45 degree represent here?
Inclination.
Inclination. Theta is equal to 45. So theta is 45 means slope how much, student?
1.
1.
And theta.
1. So what is the equation? Y is equal to what is mx. So m is 1. So y is equal to x. This is the answer. Any other doubt, student? Who has doubt in this all? Himanshu, do you have doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll go to next concept. That next concept is intercepts. Intercept made by a line. Intercept made by a line. Now I think Ananya will tell me, what do you mean by intercept made by a line, student? Ananya?
So the through that, I mean it touches the x-axis or y-axis.
Very good. Intercept made by a line on the coordinate axis. New concept. See here. If I draw the coordinate axis x dash, y dash, and if I draw a line like this way, the line will intersect x-axis and the line will also intersect y-axis somewhere in most of the cases. Write down not answer, x-intercept of a line is the distance of the point. Distance means x-intercept of a line is the distance of the point where the line intersect x-axis from the origin. Y-intercept of a line is the distance of the point where the line intersect the y-axis from the origin. See student, if you want intercept on coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis, you check where is the line intersecting x-axis, that point distance from origin, that is called x-intercept. Wherever the line is intersecting y-axis, that point distance from origin is called as y-intercept. But there is a problem here. This x-intercept and y-intercept can be positive as well as negative. X-intercept and y-intercept.
So x-intercept is OA here.
Tell clearly, x-intercept and
x-intercept is equal to OA.
Y-intercept can be positive as well as negative. It can be positive as well as negative. Therefore, x-intercept is what? As Keshav is telling, OA. The length OA is x-intercept. Here, y-intercept is OB. See student, very simple. When you want that, what is the x-intercept of a line, you check where the line is intersecting x-axis. That point distance from origin is called x-intercept. That point distance from, where the line is intersecting y-axis, that point of intersection from origin is called y-intercept. But x-intercept, y-intercept can be positive as well as negative. Shall I erase some part of the board?
Yes, sir.
Now what happens student, if I change the diagram, you should draw the new diagram as well. Suppose the diagram is like this way and the line is aligned here. Now tell me, now student, what happened? What you can say about x-intercept? It is positive or negative?
Negative.
X-intercept is negative, but y-intercept is
positive.
Positive. You should draw this diagram. And in this case also you can say student, actually this concept is important, that's why I'm stressing more. Suppose the line can be this way also. Now what happened? X-intercept as well as y-intercept both becomes what?
Negative.
Negative, and so on. So x-intercept, you can say this is positive, positive, negative, positive means x-intercept y, negative, negative. So x-intercept, y-intercept can be negative. Otherwise, how we will know? See, if I say x-intercept is x-intercept is 4. 4 means you will see first diagram or second diagram. So I should be specific. If it is -4, then I should say -4. -4 means you can understand it is not the first diagram, it is the second diagram. So that's why sign also matters here in intercept. Shall I erase the entire board? Shall I erase the entire board? Are you not
Yes,
there?
sir.
Priyanka, are you not there?
I'm there, sir.
Last topic, write down. We have to complete the portion, so I'll teach a little bit more. That is important. That is only important. Star. Slope intercept form. This form is called as slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. This
Sir,
is
I have a doubt. I'll ask at the end. Is it fine?
what is your name, student?
Priyanka, sir.
You have doubt?
Not from this chapter, sir, but other ones. Can I ask you again?
Okay, you can ask. Slope intercept form. Shall I teach this concept today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, sir. Already 10 minutes are over.
A small one. Shall I teach this now only?
Sir, I have test tomorrow, so.
Okay, Priyanka, you only ask the doubt. I'll teach Priyanka only. Tell Priyanka what doubt you have. Other
Sir,
people
can
can leave the
others
meeting
leave?
if they want. Tell me.
Thank you, sir.
Priyanka, if you have doubt, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. I just sent it, the question.
But I had a doubt from limits.
Tell me.
Partition now.
Very good. Tell me.
So limit x tends to pi by 8.
Pi by
8.
8. Okay.
And then we have got cot 4x.
Cot 4x.
Minus cos 4x.
Cos 4x.
Divided by pi minus 8x.
Pi minus.
Yes, sir. Pi minus 8x.
8x.
Whole cube.
Full.
I mean pi and 8x under.
This way.
Yes, sir.
So this is which form, student? This is 0 by
0 form.
0 by 0 form. Easy sum. Now what we'll do, which method we will use here? Tell me.
So substitution.
Very good. Substitution method. Substitution. Then you are saying correct, Malina. Did you not get the answer?
The answer is 1 by 16.
Let what substitution, student? Let
y tends to 0.
Hey, what y? Let
Okay.
x
Pi minus 8x.
x minus pi by 8 is equal to h. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
When x tends to pi by 8, then h tends to
0.
0. Question will change now. Limit h tends to 0, and what is the x value from here?
H plus pi by 8.
H plus pi by 8 minus cos 4x h plus pi by 8 by pi minus 8 x value h plus pi by 8 whole cube. Am I correct here or something wrong I did? It's correct, Malina?
Yes, sir. It's correct.
Now tell me what I should write. Limit h tends to 0. Open the bracket. Cot. Open the bracket means what?
Cot 4h.
Pi by 2
pi by
plus 4h minus cos pi by 2 plus 4h by denominator how much, student? Pi minus 8h minus pi whole cube. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Now allied angle. Cot 90 plus theta. Cot 90
minus
plus
tan theta.
Minus tan theta. Cos 90 plus theta.
Minus sin theta.
Minus sin theta. By pi cancel. 8 cube is what, student? 512.
Yes, sir.
H cube. Now, but h cube is not helping now. H cube means something we should get here. Okay, now what happened? Convert into sine and cos. So what I should write this as?
Minus sin 4h.
Okay, I'll write this first. Sine 4h and this I write later, minus sine 4h by cos 4h by minus 512 h cube. Now LCM how much, student? LCM
Cos 4h.
cos 4h, how much it becomes?
Minus sine 4h into cos 4h.
Sine 4h cos 4h minus sine 4h by minus 512 h cube. Student, what is common in numerator, student?
Sine 4h.
Sine 4h common. So, and minus also common. Minus sine 4h I will take common. So what it becomes? 1 minus cos 4h. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. And 1 minus cos 4h can be written as 2 sine square 2h.
Multiple angles. So what you can write? You can write this as 2 sine square 2h. Am I correct? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Minus 512. So what I will do, h cube I will write as h into h square. Minus minus cancel. So now what, student, tell me? Here sine 4h by 4h is there now.
So you can simplify the 2 and 5 into
2 and this I can cancel. Here I want 4h actually. Because sine 4h is there now. Are you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
So I'll write sine 4h by 4h. Since I multiplied with 4, I will multiply here also. This is over 2 by 512. Here it is like sine 2h by h. H means I want 2. So here I divided by 4. So I can multiply with 4. Are you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
So what happened? This quantity will become
1.
1. The other quantity also will become
1.
So what answer we got then? 4 into 1 into 2 by 512 into 1 into 4. So 4 4 is 16, 16 to the 32, or cancel like this way only. 4, how much time? 1, 2, 4. 4 again, 32, 2, 16. 1 by 16, is this wrong?
No, it's correct, sir.
Priyanka, are you there still?
Yes, sir.
Tell me doubt, student.
Yes, sir.
Himanshu, is your doubt clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear now.
Okay. Priyanka, you tell child.
So it's a simple doubt, but I just wanted to know.
No problem.
It's from the sets. Like
sets. Okay.
Let A is equal to 4.
A is equal to flower bracket 4, curly bracket 4, and then
B is equal to 3, 4, 5.
B is equal to 3, 4, 5. Okay.
C is equal to 5, 6.
5, 6. Tell.
Then the number of elements in A cross.
Very good.
So I actually got confused by the elements.
Then find the number of elements
in
where, student?
A cross.
In A cross
bracket B minus C.
B minus C. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we cannot find. First we have to find B minus C. So tell me what is B minus C answer? Not elements. You tell me B minus C.
3, 4.
Definition of B minus C is those elements of B which are not in
C.
So answer is 3, 4. So what is the number of element in B minus C, student? Number of element in B minus C set?
2.
2. Number of element in set A?
1.
1. So number of element in A cross B minus C? 1 into 2, 2 only in a student, I think.
Okay, fine, sir. Yeah.
Here 1 element, here 2 elements. So cross multiply. Now, do you know the formula? If first set has m elements, second set has n elements, then in cross product, how many elements will be there? Mn only, na?
Yeah.
So it is cross product. But what was your doubt, student?
No, sir. Yeah, actually, I actually counted the elements, like 3, 4, and again 4.
No, but B minus C is one set now. That set we don't know. So first find B minus C. That is 3, 4. See how many sets are there here?
1.
No, one set is there, but we can say A is one set, cross bracket is second set.
Yeah,
The
should
first
be.
set has one element. Second set I don't know, because I know B and C elements separately, but B minus C is in bracket one set. So B minus C I have to find now. Yes or no?
Fine, sir. Yes, sir. I got
Ask
it.
next doubt.
So next I don't have any doubt.
If you have, don't
Yes.
have?
No, sir.
Okay. Anybody else has doubt? Himanshu, not there. So shall we tell me.
So can I ask about?
Mona Lisa, tell me, student. Mona Lisa,
Sir, am I audible?
not so clearly, but tell me, I will help.
Now?
Tell me, are you Mona Lisa? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, student. Speak out.
Sir?
Tell me.
Yes, sir. The question is, in a college of 300 students, every student reads 5 newspapers and every newspaper is read by 60 students. Then the number of newspaper is. So over here they haven't given if it's like at least 60 students or at most 60 students. And the options are at least 30, at most 20, exactly 25 and none. Because they haven't given if it's at least 20, at least 60 or at most.
Are you saying a MCQ question?
Yes,
MCQ
sir.
question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we cannot do sum like this one, student. You tell the question, I will do properly. Tell the question. Take your time.
So I understood how to solve the question, but then in the question it's not given that if it's at most 60 students or at least 60 students.
Okay,
So,
then also tell the question.
in a college of 300 students.
In a college of 300 students.
Every student reads 5 newspapers.
Every student read 5 newspaper.
And every newspaper is read by 60 students.
And every newspaper is read by
60 students.
60 students.
Then the number of newspaper is.
Then number of newspaper is. That is the question.
Yes, sir.
So every student read 5 newspaper. In a college of 300 student, every student read 5 newspaper. So if everybody read different newspaper, then how many newspaper then? 1500. But that is not correct, because 60 student read same newspaper, student. Not understanding?
Understood, sir.
60 student read same newspaper. So what I should do? Shall I divide by 60? No? Am I doing wrong?
No, sir.
So what's the answer then?
Sir, not 1500 by 60, right? 300 by 60, right?
300 by 60, you're saying?
Yes, sir.
So why 300 by 60 student?
So because 300 students and 60 people, one newspaper.
So 6 2 ja 30.
5.
25 is not the answer.
I don't know the answer, so it's among the options. It's like exactly 25.
So what is the answer then? Exactly 25 is not the answer?
I don't know, sir. I guess it is.
Answer is 25, sir.
What is the doubt then?
Okay, sir. I hadn't
Shall I teach this one, or so you understood?
No, I just wanted to ask. Over here, it's not given if at most or at least 60.
So that's why they're saying exactly 25. They are saying exactly 25 is the answer, is an option or not?
Exactly 25 is there, sir. In the question.
But then to confuse you, they will give at least and at most, and you got confused also. That's the reason. Now see here, 300 student, each student read 5 newspapers. So accordingly, how many newspapers should be there? 1500. But 1500 is not the answer, because each newspaper is read by 60 students. 60 students read one newspaper common. So divide by 60. Shall I explain more? You understood, student? Mona Lisa?
No, sir. I understood, sir.
Tell what's the next doubt?
I marked the same thing. I just wanted to know if it's at least or at most.
No, it is exactly.
Okay, sir. If nothing is given, we consider it to be exactly, right?
Exactly. One option is there, na, student.
Yes, sir. Sir, and while taking 90 plus theta in trigonometry, do we take it by x-axis and y-axis, or which angle do we consider while writing sine theta?
No, no. Tell properly your doubt.
In trigonometry, while writing the values of sine theta for sine 90 plus theta.
Student, here which angle is on x-axis? Tell me. Which angle is here? Exactly here.
0.
0 or 2 pi?
Yeah.
360? Yes
Yes,
or no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Here which angle?
90.
90. So 90 plus theta means which quadrant?
Second.
What is the doubt actually? What is the doubt, student? Here which angle? Pi. Here which angle? 3. I know your doubt. You tell the proper. Then also I want you to tell the doubt. What is your doubt?
So when we write the value of 90 plus theta, like do we, like if it's a normal triangle, we consider the angle and write?
No, not that way. If they say 90 plus 300, how much? So then also you assume it as second quadrant only. 90 plus any angle you assume as second quadrant and do the sum. Are you understanding?
So while deriving the value, sir.
Whose value? Tell me. Proof of this one you're saying.
Yes, sir. For finding the value of sine 90 plus theta, like in a normal triangle, we consider angles and find the value of sine
We
theta.
cannot
Like,
do.
over
See
here,
here,
like,
the
do we
problem.
take
I'll tell
the
you. I'll
base
stop
or-
now. I understood. See here, that way we don't do. See, but now I think time is not. Shall I teach in next class or what?
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
If you have, see, you give a missed call. If you don't mind, you give a missed call. I will explain on WhatsApp. I'll write and give you on WhatsApp. You give a missed call on this number. If your parents' number, you also can give. I will write in a note because sir is waiting, I think. Hello? Mona Lisa.
Sir, fine, sir. Yes, sir.
You can give a missed call. Missed call
Okay,
on this
sir.
number. I will write in detail that point. This way you will not understand. I will write in
Okay,
detail
sir.
and tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay. Give a missed call. Your parents also number also can. And no problem. Because sir is waiting. Otherwise, I will teach and it will take time. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
My number is 97401-20451.
Thank you, sir.
Okay then.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Shall I teach now only?
No, sir. It's fine, sir.
Okay. Thank you.